What a wonderful.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Diamond. If you're not, welcome back to another YouTube video. So as you guys can tell by the title, in this video I'll be giving you guys feminine hygiene tips and tricks and hacks that you guys probably don't know or every female should know. But before we jump in this video, make sure you like, comment, hit that subscribe button to become a nice baby. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, a nice so pretty, and make sure you guys watch these ads if you're messing with me. You feel me? You get me? Watch these ads if you're messing with me. And we're just gonna jump into this video. Okay guys, so I have, my notes, and you guys know when I bring out the notes, that's when it's gonna get serious. So disclaimer, these are just tips that I know that is workable, and you don't have to take it if you don't want to take it. But honey, I'm just trying to help my sisters out here, period. And I'm that older sister that you don't have, period. So first thing on the list that I have is you never want to use nothing scented on your vagina. Okay, and if you're immature, then please, this video is not for you if you're immature, period. And even if you're a boy, you should watch this because y'all boys need to know these things too, for your daughter, for your future daughter, and for your future wife, or whatever. So like I said, you never want to use anything scented on your vagina, because if you don't know, the vagina is natural and it has a pH balance, right? The vagina has a pH balance, and any slight touch of anything can throw the pH balance off. Like, the vagina is very sensitive. Like, any small thing that it doesn't like, it will go ballistic. So you want to make sure you're using nothing that has any type of scent. If you're using soap, which we're going to get into that later, you want to make sure it's unscented. It says unscented, okay? Okay. So next thing, you want to make sure you're changing pads or tampons every other hour. Now, I feel like this is just mandatory for every female, that every female should do and every female should know. So, like, if you're on your period and you're not changing your pad or tampon every other hour, it doesn't even matter if you're a light bleeder or if you're a heavy bleeder, if you're a mild bleeder, you want to change that pad every other hour. Now, if you're using a tampon, I feel like you should change it every single hour or every single 45 minutes, due to the fact that tampons hold up there and it keeps the blood trapped up there. And when the blood is trapped up there, that's not good, because that can cause infections. The blood is supposed to come out, okay? But with the tampon, it's staying up there, and that's not good, right? So you want to make sure you're changing pads and tampons every other hour or so. Another reason is because blood smells, especially blood coming from your vagina. It smells and it has a really bad scent, and if you leave it on for too long, you could walk by people and they could already know that you're on your period. Why? Because they can smell it. Why? Because you have not been changing your pad or a tampon. So you just want to make sure you're changing it. And when you're on your period, you should buy these like unscented wipes for down there. The unscented, remember, unscented. You want to buy unscented wipes to use down there when you're on your period, because it helps clean out all the blood and stuff. Sometimes tissue doesn't really do it by itself. You need something wet, you're wet, you feel me? So get wipes and wipe down there, wipe off all the excess blood, and then you can flush it or not flush it, it's up to you. But just make sure you're changing your pads regularly, okay? Okay. Next, you really want to take a break from constant juice and constant soda, constant sugars. You know why? Because listen, too much sugar is not good. It's like our skin, okay? If we're drinking soda and juice and not drinking enough water, guess what happens? We start breaking out, right? We start breaking out on our face. And that's the same thing for down there, okay? If you're not drinking enough juice, if you're not drinking enough water and you're drinking too much juice or too much soda, the vagina is affected, okay? It is very much affected by drinking too much juice and drinking too much water, because that's sugars. And juice and soda does not clean out your body. Water cleans out your body. And guess what? When you drink a lot of water, you go pee, right? You pee a lot when you drink a lot of water. And guess what? When you pee, you're washing all of that stuff that's in there out. You feel me? Okay, so just make sure you're staying hydrated, because drinking water is really, our body's made up of 70% water. And I know y'all probably don't like drinking y'all water, but honey, when I start drinking my water, I noticed a difference, okay? I noticed a difference in drinking way more water than I used to. So y'all feel me? Next, you want to make sure you're wearing cotton panties. Now, when you're I know this is hard for us females sometimes, because we be really wanting to wear other type of panties, because like Pink, they be having some cute panties, and not all of their panties are cotton. You get the drift? So when you're buying your panties, they usually will have this sticker on the back of it that says 100% cotton or silk or another type of fabric. You want to make sure that junk says 100% cotton or even 99% cotton. So the more cotton, the better. Because guess what? When you wear cotton panties, it allows the vagina to breathe. And if the vagina is not breathing, like if you're wearing silk panties and that discharge is sitting on the panty and on your vagina, it will cause smell. Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's from experience. Stop wearing silk panties. I stopped wearing silk panties and I noticed a difference. Silk panties are not good. The other type of material, it starts with a P. I don't know what it's called. Comment down below if you know what it's called. But other type of panties other than cotton, it's not good because it doesn't allow the vagina to get the air that it needs to. And if the vagina is not getting the air that it needs to, it's not breathing. And if it's not breathing, all that odor is trapped up in there, and then it causes more stuff we don't need to smell. Okay, so next, wipe yourself from front to back. You'll actually be surprised on how many females don't notice that you're supposed to wipe from front to back. Because think about it, if you're wiping from back to front, you're bringing everything that's in the back, your bottom, all the bacteria. Even though you still be wiping yourself, it's not 100% sure that you're going to get everything out from the back. So you're wiping with everything that's in the back to the front area. And we don't want that, because that's bringing stuff that's not supposed to be in the front to the front. So you just want to make sure you're wiping front to back. You're wiping like this, like this. You feel me? Like up, front to back. Not putting your hand right there and then wiping upwards. You're wiping backwards. So wipe front to back, and you won't bring anything that's not supposed to be to the front to the front. So next, after you pee, you want to make sure you completely wipe everything out. Now, I feel like some people will be like, oh, this is common sense. No, you may think that you're wiping everything out after you pee, but guess what? You're not. So when we pee has a scent. Urine has a scent. I think you guys know, like, if somebody pees on themselves, you're gonna smell it. It smells like pee, right? So if you're peeing and not wiping everything out, that urine will actually build up and cause bacteria to grow, and cause a smell that you just don't want. So you want to make sure you're wiping all the pee out, all of the driplets out, and wiping all up in there. You feel me? Like, it's best to use like a wet wipe, like I said before, because it actually gets everything out, and then you can use a dry tissue afterwards. So just make sure you're getting all of the pee and everything out, and then you should be good. Next thing, in the shower, this is a little tip. In the shower, take a wet rag and wipe the sides and everything around it multiple times. Now, this is a mistake that I actually used to make a long time ago. Like, I used to just like take a rag and wipe one time, and not realize that sometimes you be missing spots because it's multiple spots down there. You feel me? So take a wet rag, it could be warm, and then rub, because there's different areas that holds different smells. So you want to make sure you're getting the outside, the around it, and squat and open. That's the best way. Squat and open. And sometimes you could just let the water run down there and then get your rag and wipe, because look we have clothes on all day, and that builds up sweat, and we don't want that, because sweat eventually starts to stink, right? So you just want to make sure you're wiping, squatting, letting the water run, all of that good stuff, and actually scrubbing. You feel me? Because sweat and water or liquids and discharge, it can get all over the place down there, all over the place. So you just want to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to and wiping everything out. Next, constantly eating junk food can cause body odor. Now, this goes for both boys and females, males and females. If you're constantly eating junk food, drinking soda and juice, you're not gonna smell good, okay? That's just That's just law, because if you're not drinking enough water, then your body is not gonna produce what it's supposed to produce. You're gonna have acne, you're gonna break out on your face, you can have body acne from not drinking enough water also. So eating junk food and consuming too much sugars, because sugars is not good for down there, guys. Sugars is not good for down there. So drink your water. Basically, that's all I have to say. Drink your water. um Next, natural odor is normal, but do not put Summer's Eve, etc., Summer's Eve, other body scented things or body soaps. Do not put it down there, okay? Do not put no type of soap down there. Some people say that Dove works, but I don't use Dove because you're not supposed to put soap down there either way, okay? But you could probably put it like on the top area to, you know, scrub, but not up there, okay? So don't use Summer's Eve. I used to use Summer's Eve months ago. No, I stopped and I noticed differences, okay? So Summer's Eve is actually not good in my opinion. It can throw off your pH balance and we don't want that, okay? So this is a next tip is probably, you guys are gonna think like, oh duh, but do not skip showers, okay? Don't skip no shower. Don't skip the daytime shower. Don't skip the midday shower. Don't skip the nighttime shower, because skipping the shower can lead to, just skipping one shower can cause a whole eruption, okay? And we don't want that. We don't want a whole eruption down there. And everything, it's very easy to get an eruption down there. So you just want to make sure you're taking your daily showers, nighttime showers before you go to bed and all of that, because we do, some people like me, I sweat when I sleep. And that's bad. So you just want to make sure you're cleaning that out. And this is the last tip that I have. You want to make sure you're getting checkups regularly. Now, you don't have to be doing anything to get checkups, because you can still get an infection without doing anything. You probably didn't know that. You can still get an infection without doing anything. So get checkups regularly. Go to the gynecologist or go to the doctor. Check her down there regularly. You can even check yourself, you know, just bend over, make sure she's all good down there, make sure that your coloration is not off. You can smell your discharge if you want to. Just make sure you're all good down there, you know. We have to look out for ourselves. We have to make sure we're Gucci, all of that good stuff, because if we don't look out for ourselves, who is? Period. Okay guys, but that's the end of this girl talk feminine hygiene tips and hacks. I hope everybody enjoyed, and I hope I was able to help any females or boy out who didn't know any of these things. I love you guys, and make sure you guys watch those ads, baby. Period. Click this end screen right here to watch my latest. Wait, no, that's not my outro. Follow me on Instagram. I'm nice so pretty. It'll be in the link in the description down below, and click this end screen right here to watch my latest video. I love you guys. Bye.